Over 60 and awake at 2 a.m. Again, a single glass of plain water before bed may be quenching thirst, but not calming the nervous system, warming the core, or supplying the nutrients a mature body needs to slide into deep, uninterrupted sleep. The fix isn't no fluids, it's the right fluids. Warm, small volume, nutrient-dense bedtime drinks that relax muscles, steady brain rhythms, and avoid triggering the bladder. This guide explains why plain water can backfire at night, what repeated wake-ups do to the brain and heart, how the sleep cycle really works, and which 5 drinks can help older adults fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer, and wake up clearer and steadier, starting this week. Why plain water can wake you up. Plain water is essential, but at bedtime it lacks 3 things older bodies need: minerals to stabilize nerves and muscles, warmth to keep core temperature sleep-friendly, and amino acids that cue melatonin pathways. A cool, tall glass hydrates, but can chill the core, dilute electrolytes, and fill a more sensitive bladder. The result is a 2 a.m. signal to get up just as deep sleep begins. After 60, fluid-retaining hormones decline, melatonin output drops, and bladder sensitivity rises. Even a few sips can interrupt slow-wave sleep, lower growth hormone release, and fragment recovery. Swapping plain water for a small, warm, nutrient-rich drink about an hour before bed changes the equation. Gentler hydration, calmer nerves, steadier temperature, fewer bladder cues, and a smoother slide into deep stages. Additional insight: plain water before bed can also dilute potassium and magnesium, the very minerals that help muscles stay relaxed. This dilution makes cramps and twitches more likely, pulling you awake at night. A nutrient-rich drink avoids that problem by delivering hydration with balance, not imbalance. Another factor is temperature. Cold water lowers your body's core just when your system is trying to create gentle warmth to start sleep. Warm drinks, instead, support the natural curve of body temperature, easing the transition into rest and helping you stay asleep longer. Long-term effects of repeated night awakenings. Frequent awakenings reduce slow-wave sleep, the phase that clears brain waste proteins and consolidates memory. Over months, attention, reaction speed, and recall decline. Muscles, bone, and skin repair also suffer because growth hormone pulses shrink when deep sleep is cut short. Physiologically, broken sleep raises sympathetic tone. Heart rate variability falls, nighttime blood pressure spikes, and orthostatic dizziness becomes more common on rising. Circadian hormones drift out of sync, melatonin delayed, cortisol mistimed, fueling daytime fatigue, low mood, and stubborn weight gain. Restoring continuous cycles, not just total hours, is what truly transforms cognition, energy, and balance. Additional insight: each night of interrupted sleep stacks on the next. Over weeks, this builds a sleep debt that no weekend nap can repay. Seniors may think they are coping, but the body quietly pays the price through weaker immunity and slower healing. Another layer of damage comes to the heart itself. Nighttime blood pressure spikes caused by poor sleep increase strain on arteries and raise risks of heart attack or stroke. Sleep continuity is not just about rest, it's about survival. Understanding the sleep cycle. A typical 90-minute cycle runs: light sleep, deeper N2, deep slow wave N3 REM. 4 to 6 cycles fill a night, deep sleep clusters earlier, REM later. Waking during N3 or REM leaves the mind foggy and the body heavy. Around 2 a.m., many people transition toward REM when brain activity becomes more variable and arousal thresholds drop. Any trigger, noise, light bladder stretch, blood sugar dip, can tip you awake. Designing evenings to reduce triggers during this window, right beverage, dim light, steady temperature, predictable timing keeps cycles intact and recovery complete. Additional insight: deep sleep is the body's repair shop, while REM is the mind's filing system. When either is cut short, physical recovery and emotional stability suffer. That's why even short awakenings at night have an outsized impact. Another point, seniors often underestimate how long it takes to return to deep sleep after waking. What feels like just a few minutes awake can actually erase an entire cycle of repair. Protecting the cycle is more effective than trying to make up for it later. Warm, unsweetened almond milk. A small cup of gently warmed, unsweetened almond milk signals wind down while supplying magnesium to calm nerve firing. A touch of tryptophan to support melatonin, potassium to reduce cramps, and healthy fats that blunt sugar swings. Keeping it unsweetened avoids insulin adrenaline spikes that fragment sleep. Warmth supports a smooth core temperature curve, gradual cooling during slow wave sleep, fewer jolts awake. Vitamin E adds antioxidant support, making the brain less reactive to small disturbances. Extra details. Almond milk is lactose-free, so it is easier to digest late in the evening for adults who no longer tolerate dairy well. Digestion comfort is critical for sleep, as even mild bloating can keep the nervous system alert. Another bonus, almond milk's gentle fats keep blood sugar stable overnight. This prevents the body from releasing stress hormones that might jolt you awake at 3 a.m. with a racing mind. Chamomile tea. Chamomile's apigenin binds to GABA receptors, easing rumination and settling heart rate without sedation. Naturally caffeine-free, it supports a quieter autonomic state and relaxed small vessels in the brain. Chamazoline and matricine add mild anti-inflammatory effects. Muscles around eyes, jaw, and neck unwind, reducing headache-triggering tension. Chamomile also supports relaxation in the airway muscles, sometimes improving shallow breathing or mild snoring. This makes it a broad helper, not just for sleep, but for deeper, more restorative rest. Extra details. In studies, older adults who drank chamomile daily fell asleep faster and woke less often. The calming effect accumulates, meaning the more consistently it is used, the more stable the sleep. Another point, chamomile tea is safe for long-term nightly use. Unlike many medications, it creates a routine the body learns to associate with rest, reinforcing sleep as a nightly habit. Warm coconut water, diluted, rich in potassium and magnesium. Coconut water helps balance electrolytes that stabilize nerve signaling and smooth muscle tone, including the bladder wall, reducing urgent signals at night. Gentle carbs maintain steadier overnight energy, limiting adrenaline jolts from dips in blood sugar. Potassium's mild vasodilating effect supports steadier nighttime blood pressure, while plant antioxidants add neuroprotection, making the sleeping brain less reactive to noises. Extra details, coconut water hydrates better than plain water because electrolytes help cells hold fluid. This means less need for frequent bathroom trips at night. Another important note, always use it diluted and unsweetened. Pure packaged coconut water can be too strong in minerals and sugar. Dilution gives the balance your body needs without strain. Coconut water also provides a small amount of natural B vitamins, which support cellular energy and calm the nervous system. This can be especially valuable for seniors who may have reduced absorption of B vitamins from food. Taken warm, it soothes digestion, making it less likely that nighttime bloating or discomfort will interrupt sleep. Golden milk, turmeric plus black pepper. Turmeric's curcumin gently supports lower evening cortisol and calmer brain activity. Black pepper's piperine boosts curcumin bioavailability. In warm plant milk, the combo soothes joints that might otherwise wake you and promotes calmer overnight circulation. Antioxidant and anti-inflammatory actions reduce micro-arousals from discomfort, while milk fats temper glucose swings that can trigger adrenaline. Extra details, many seniors experience low-grade joint pain that disturbs sleep. Golden milk addresses this discomfort naturally, reducing the need for nighttime pain medicine. Another advantage, curcumin's antioxidants protect the brain from oxidative stress, supporting memory and mood. This makes golden milk a double tool, better sleep tonight, and sharper mind tomorrow. Golden milk also acts as a gentle ritual that signals the brain it's time to rest. The warm color, cozy aroma, and comforting texture create a sensory cue that helps the body shift gears from daytime activity into evening calm. This psychological association strengthens with time, making the drink not just nourishment but part of a sleep routine. Warm gelatin or light bone broth glycine, abundant in gelatin and broth, lowers core temperature gently, slows heart rate, and increases slow wave activity, the signature of restorative sleep. Unlike sedatives, glycine supports the brain's natural transition into deep sleep. Nighttime collagen synthesis benefits joints, tendons, and skin. Minerals soothe the gut, and steady amino acids help stabilize overnight glucose, reducing adrenaline pop awakes. Extra details. Bone broth is also rich in proline and minerals that repair tissues overnight. This makes it valuable for seniors managing muscle weakness or slower healing. Another benefit, glycine helps the brain's lymphatic system, the nightly cleaning cycle that clears out waste proteins. This protects long-term brain health while also deepening rest. Because broth is warm and savory, it also satisfies mild evening hunger that might otherwise keep you awake. A small portion provides comfort without overloading the stomach, preventing reflux or indigestion during the night. For many older adults, this combination of nourishment and relaxation is exactly what helps the body settle into continuous sleep. Think of your bedtime drink not just as hydration, but as a ritual. Keep the portion small, about half a cup, so the bladder isn't overstimulated. Make it warm, never cold, because warmth helps the nervous system relax. Sip it slowly over 10 minutes, breathing calmly. That simple rhythm of warmth, taste, and breath tells the brain it's safe to let go. Timing matters. Drink it about an hour before bed. That gives your body time to absorb the nutrients, gently digest, and take a final bathroom trip before settling in. Choosing nutrient-rich options like almond milk, chamomile, golden milk, or broth provides body and substance. They stay in your system, unlike plain water that passes too quickly. Over time, this becomes a signal your body recognizes. The nightly cup means the day is ending, sleep is beginning, and here's the bigger picture. The right drink is not magic by itself. It's a tool that works best with consistency. A quiet, dark room, a predictable bedtime, a short stretch or a slow walk after dinner to help the body unwind. Do this night after night, and within a week, you may notice you fall asleep faster. Within 2 or 3 weeks, the deeper continuity builds. Fewer 2 a.m. wake-ups, clearer mornings, steadier energy. Your nights don't have to be broken. With a small, warm cup taken the right way, you can reclaim rest that feels deep, steady, and healing. And every morning you'll rise, not just with clearer thoughts and steadier steps, but with the quiet confidence that your body is working with you, not against you.